Hey fam, how's it going? Speed Duel Bro here, and here we are at the midterm finale, Believe in Your Bro deck profile. Let's go. For the skill card, we have Believe in Your Bro. For monster lineup, we have 3 UFO-roid, 3 Mixeroid, sorry about the glare fam, got 1 Submarine-roid, 1 Steam-roid, and 1 Drill-roid. And then 3 Elemental Hero Blazeman. And then on to spells. We have 1 Reinforcement of the Army, 3 A Hero Lives, 2 Polymerization, and 3 Book of Moon. And then to traps we have 2 Nightmare Wheel, 2 Wall of Disruption, 2 Floodgate Trap Hole, and 3 Swamp Mirrors. And then for the extra deck we have 2 UFO-roid Fighter, 1 Ambulance Rescue Roid, 1 Jumbo Drill, and 2 Nova Master. How to win / strategies. Now before we go over the game plan fam, I want us to review 2 cards. And the first card is going to be the skill card Believe in Your Bro. And if you notice at the back, there says at the start of the duel, flip this card over. So let's flip it over. It reads, once per turn, you can activate one of these skills based on the face-up monster or monsters you control. Elemental Hero. Discard 1 trap, then add 1 level 6 or lower Machine-roid monster from your graveyard to your hand. Then you can destroy 1 monster your opponent controls whose attack is less than or equal to the added cards. Machine-roid. Discard 1 spell, then special summon 1 level 6 or lower Machine-roid or Elemental Hero monster from your deck in defense position, but negate its effects. And then both. Discard 1 card, then fusion summon 1 fusion monster using only Roid and Elemental Hero monsters you control. Each of these skills can only be used once per duel. So as you can see fam, we've got our work cut out for us. And just a little backstory, this skill card was very catered much to the moment in GX when Jaden and Syrus faced off against the Paradox brothers. That's why this skill card is the way it is. A bit gimmicky, but whatever. We're celebrating that midterm GX moment, right? And then the next card I want us to review is UFO-roid Fighter. 1 UFO-roid plus 1 warrior monster, and it reads, a fusion summon of this card can only be done with the above fusion materials. The original attack and defense of this card become the combined original attack of the 2 materials used for its fusion summon. So again fam, as you can see, this whole deck and its premise is all about bringing out UFO-roid Fighter because that was the epic moment that Jaden and Syrus shared in order to defeat the Paradox brothers. So for us, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to rely on UFO-roid Fighter to be our main win condition. So in essence, we're a beatdown deck. So in order for us to get to UFO-roid Fighter, we're going to need Blazeman and UFO-roid. And by the way fam, Blazeman's only purposes in this deck is to become fusion material for UFO-roid Fighter and to grab the polymerization. And then in order for us to get to UFO-roid Fighter, we've got Mixeroid to help us out with that. So with these 2 combined, UFO-roid Fighter is going to have 2400 attack and defense. Now before you throw your cards at me fam, you're probably thinking UFO-roid Fighter with 2400 attack and defense? That's pretty lame. But wait fam, wait. 2400 attack and defense is the standard, so we can pretty much run over everything. But if you're not satisfied with 2400 attack, we are running a tech card in this deck, and that is Swamp Mirror. So when you activate Swamp Mirror, obviously we are going to call Warrior type and Fire attribute. And upon summon, Swamp Mirror has 1800 attack. So now if we use Swamp Mirror and UFO-roid as the fusion materials, UFO-roid Fighter will now have 3000 attack and defense. How's that fam? Is that a little bit better? And then the reason why I want you to call Fire attribute is because with Fire attribute, we now have access to Nova Master if need be. But as you can see fam, this is how this deck is usually going to play out. And I just want to point out with the Believe in Your Bro skill, specifically that first one, wherein we control an Elemental Hero monster, right? And then we add a Roid monster from the grave to our hand, and then we destroy an opponent's monster whose attack is less than or equal to the added Roid monster's attack. I just want to point out that it's not entirely impossible to pull that one off because we are running Wall of Disruption in this deck. And on that note, I want you to be very mindful of all the available plays that you can do with this deck, because that's what it's going to take in order to win with this deck. You're going to have to exhaust every available option that you have, because this deck is quirky. We've got two main engines in the deck, the Hero Engine and the Roid Engine. And I'm sure you're probably going to find yourself in the most precarious situations. That's why, again, always be mindful of every available option, especially with the skill card Believe in Your Bro. And another example here would be Mixeroid, because not only does Mixeroid search out a UFO Roid, but don't forget, when Mixeroid is in the grave, we can fusion summon a Roid monster. So just things like that, fam. Just be aware and mindful of every move available to you. We've got to believe in Jaden and Syrus. Card analysis. The skill card Believe in Your Bro. Very unique skill card, very anime themed, but that's okay. We're gonna have fun with it because that's what it's all about. It's about Jaden and Syrus working together in order to pass that midterm exam against the Paradox brothers. And then we play the 3 UFO Roid, which I feel like that's self-explanatory, fam. We need the 3 UFO Roid because we need it for UFO Roid Fighter. And then in the off chance this gets destroyed by battle, then we can bring out either a Mixeroid or a Submarine Roid. And then we play the 3 Mixeroid, which I feel like it's also self-explanatory. We need it severely so that we can get to UFO Roid faster or any other Roid for whatever situation. And don't forget, fam, when Mixeroid's in the grave, we can fusion summon into another Roid. And then we play the 1 Steam Roid, the 1 Submarine Roid, the 1 Drill Roid, because I like options. And with these 3, it gives us access to Jumbo Drill. And then we play the 3 Elemental Hero Blazeman, whose sole intentions are to give us the polymerization and to become fusion material for UFO Roid Fighter. And then we play the 1 Rhoda and the 3 Hero Lives because we need to see Blazeman as soon as possible. Blazeman and Mixeroid are the 2 cards that really get this deck going. And then we play the 2 Polymerization. Now I felt like 2 was okay this time around because we have the skill card to help us also fusion summon. And then we play the 3 Book of Moon. Now the reason why we have 3 Book of Moon is because I feel like we're going to rely on the second skill of Believe in Your Bro more often, which is wherein we control a Roid and we have to discard a spell card. So by the way, fam, that's why you see a balance of spell and trap cards in this deck, because I wanted to be able to have just the right ratio so that whatever situation we'll be in, we might just have the right card to discard so that we can use the skill card. But back to Book of Moon, you already know how good it is. It's universal utility at its finest. Dodge an opponent's back row, or we just shut down the opponent's monster right then and there. And then we play the 2 Nightmare Wheel, which is kind of like a staple. And then we play the 2 Wall of Disruption so that we have a little bit of help so that we can run over the opponent's monsters. And remember, fam, thanks to Wall of Disruption, we'll be able to pull off that first skill on Believe in Your Bro maybe a little bit more often than never. And then we play the 2 Floodgate Trap Hole, which I feel like this is also self-explanatory. Being able to shut down the opponent's monster right then and there, very powerful ability. And then we play the tech MVP of this deck, in my humble opinion, Swamp Mirror. We play 3 of them because thanks to Swamp Mirror, UFO Roid Fighter is gonna go up to 3,000 attack, and thanks to Swamp Mirror again, we now have access to Nova Master. So as you can see, fam, we have options. You know, we're not all about UFO Roid Fighter or bust. We can make some other plays too. And then for the extra deck, 2 UFO Roid Fighter. I feel like 2 is all you'll need. And then the 1 Jumbo Drill because we have its fusion materials. And then the 1 Rescue Roid. We're obviously going to bring this out through Mixeroid, but this is just to help us make that offensive push if ever. And then we have the 2 Nova Master, which again we have access to thanks to Swamp Mirror. I'm actually really happy about that because, you know, having options is always good, fam. It always is. And, you know, your opponent may or may not expect us to be playing Nova Master. You know, they probably expect, oh, this guy's just playing UFO Roid Fighter in the Roids. Well, no, we got something up our sleeves. And now, fam, it's time for the midterm finale moment of truth. Where does this deck rank on the power scale? in my humble opinion, this deck is casual. Now, the reason why I say this deck is casual, fam, is because the deck is a little gimmicky due to the skill card. And what I mean by that is because the skill card requires us to discard a spell or trap card depending on what monster we're controlling on the field at the time, right? But what if we don't have that spell or trap card in our hand? Like for me, I would have just made the skill card discard one card. I would have been okay with that. And then for the third skill on Believe in Your Bro, we have to be controlling a Roid and a hero monster. So sometimes, fam, that can be a little difficult keeping two monsters on the field at one time. So as you can see as a whole, a lot of things have to go right for you in order to, maximize this deck's potential. And that's why I said earlier, fam, that you have to be able to exhaust every available move at your disposal, because that's how we're gonna win with this deck. You really have to use all your brain power for this one, fam. But don't let those things discourage you from playing this deck, fam, because in my playtesting, this deck was extremely fun to play and rewarding every time I beat the opponent with UFO Roid Fighter, or I just made that unexpected push, or made a comeback play or a turnaround play when I brought out Nova Master. Yeah, only because the opponent did not see that one coming. And also, you really do get a feel that Jaden and Syrus are in this deck. So it stayed true to the anime theme. But again, fam, as a gentle reminder, with my casual decks, don't expect too much from it. Just have fun with it, alright? And there you go, fam. That's the midterm finale deck. Believe in your bro. But before we close this video, I just want to talk a little bit with y'all. I just want to say thank you, fam, for supporting me throughout this midterm paradox. I am actually really happy about this particular set just because I was able to cover all of the skill cards. I wasn't able to do that with the previous sets. But being able to showcase my creativity and the different power levels of the deck, and then you guys, my fam, supporting and liking my content, that really means a lot, fam, really. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. So what does Speed Duel Bro do now that midterms are over? And the next product release for Speed Duels isn't going to be until next year, maybe March or spring of 2023, right? Well, Speed Duel Bro is just going to keep making content because some of you have put in deck requests in the comment section, and I just want you all to know I have not forgotten about those deck requests, because that's what family does. Family never forgets. And not only that, fam, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other skill cards that I haven't covered from previous sets. And did you know that there's another power level from casual, semi-competitive, and competitive? Well, there's an ultra casual level. So for those of you that are not really looking to go into the competitive scene, I have that too, ready and waiting. So basically, what I'm trying to say, fam, is continue to look forward to my weekly content, and I'm going to do my best to carry us all the way through to the release of the new Speed Duel product, Duelist of Shadows. Speed Duel Bro is here to stay, fam. I ain't going nowhere. So with all of that being said, again, thank you, fam, for being here, for enjoying my content, for showing the love and support. It really does mean so much to me. And I'm very happy that I'm able to create content for y'all and to be able to showcase my creativity and skill on this platform. Because I wasn't able to do this the first time around, create Yu-Gi-Oh content during the golden era of Yu-Gi-Oh. And that's just my humble opinion, by the way. But to be able to relive the golden days of Yu-Gi-Oh and be a part of it, oh, it's such a blessing, fam. It really is. You, the fam, are all a blessing to me. So thank you, fam, for just being part of my fam. So let's close this video. Midterm Paradox completed. That's it for now, fam. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.